Good morning. I'm headed to the range pretty soon to test several firearms, several of my own, and then also a few that I'm going to shoot that belong to my shooting partner Greg, who I'm sure you see quite a bit. This is one of his. This is a Kahr PM9. It's a tremendous gun. I mean, about the only downside that I could ever see to a Kahr is they're a little bit pricey, but you get what you pay for. They're tremendously accurate, tremendously reliable. They're small. They're their detail, the attention to detail is tremendous. I mean, all the lines always meld together right. You don't see big gaps and then tight spots. They're just a good gun. I mean, they really are. And Greg is a fan of theirs. I am too. I actually currently don't own any, although I have. But this one, like I say, the PM9 is a very small 9mm. The gun has real nice big 3-dot sight system. And I've checked it a couple of times, but I want to check it again. It's a double action trigger pull. I'm not sure if this is a double strike capable gun or not, so I'm going to find out. It is not. It's single strike. It has a very good trigger, very smooth. It doesn't load up like some double action auto triggers and then break away. I mean, it's a very nice, smooth, easy to control. Kind of reminds me of the double action revolvers a lot instead of a lot of the double action autos. Like I said, it's got a very nice trigger. I'll be back on after I shoot this gun. I'm going to start disassembling some of the guns, but like I say, I'm not going to do that with any gun that does not belong to me. Even though Greg shot this one quite a bit, I know he wouldn't care, but it's still not my gun, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And it appears that it's a pretty simple one. In looking at it, it looks to me like you would just lock the slide back, and then actually, it doesn't look like you would lock it all the way back. It looks like you would take it back to about half position, like a lot of them. Push the slide catch out, and then just let it go forward. It looks like it'd be a real simple gun to disassemble, but like I said, I'm not going to do that. I'll be back on after we shoot this at the range with some more thoughts on it and kind of my opinion of the gun in general. Like I say, I always look forward to shooting good guns, even if they don't belong to me. It gives me some ideas. Sometimes it gives me some, thought about the guns I already own. Sometimes it makes me think about a gun that I want to own. But anyway, I'll be back after a while, and like I say, I'll get a couple of shots out at the range of the gun in action, and then come back on and give some final thoughts. This is the Kahr PM9. Borrowed this from Greg. This is a tremendous gun. A little pricey for me, but man, it is a tremendous gun. I'm going to shoot it. It's a very small concealed carry gun. I'm going to step up to 5 yards on it. It's 115 grain full metal jacket, and I'll see what kind of group I can get with it. I'm going to run another group through it here in a second. The grouping was actually very good. All just right at point of aim, and about a 50-cent piece, probably a couple-inch group or less. Pretty good for 5 yards for me for self-defense. It's the Kahr PM9. I run one mag through it, got pretty good groups out of it. Second one, I just got one magazine with me. So anyway, I'm going to step down. I'm just shooting it at 5 yards, but was pretty impressed with it. And see if I can do as good with this mag, and then I'll show you the group. gun's clear. Walk down here. Actually, that wasn't as good a group as the first one. But anyway, we'll walk down here and take a look at them. And like I said, that's at 5 yards. I had one go off a little bit before I meant it to there, but that's got an awful good trigger on it, and a little better trigger actually than what I'm used to on some of the guns. And so this one was the first one I touched off there. I wasn't quite on target, but as you can see, that's not bad for 5 yards. They're kind of in two clusters. It was two different types of ammo, two different brands. Winchester White Box was one, and Remington UMC was the other. So anyway, like I say, definitely they grouped in sets, but the groups on them were pretty tight. Like I said, more than combat accurate at 5 yards. I'm back from the range. This is my buddy's Kahr PM9. As you saw out at the range, a great shooting gun. A little lighter and a little smaller than the K9 that we tried out. Same big, roomy area for your finger with a glove on it. Nice trigger, nice sights. 3 dots rather than the line of the dot. In fact, this one has tritium night sights on it, which are really nice too. I'm not sure if they came that way or if Greg added them. I don't know what to say. It's just a really, really good gun. I like it. It's no wonder Kahrs are so well thought of. Like I say, I have mentioned, I think it stings Greg a little when I say it, but I mean, they're pricey. I don't mean it as a dig, you know. It's just that I tend to be a little frugal with everything that I do, kind of a budget operator. And so, you know, I look at things like Taurus Slims rather than the Kahrs, only because I let the money get my eyes sometimes. You can have some false economy with that too. I mean, you can sometimes buy something cheap and give up a lot of quality. I'm very happy with my 709 Slim, but you know, I can see why guys love this gun. I mean, it's small, it's light, it's got a good grip purchase, accessories are readily available for it. Like I say, it's a tremendous gun. This is one to really think about if you you know, if you want one of the finest in the concealed carries. And like I say, if it's within your budget, it's definitely a gun to think about. You know, I just can't see how you could go wrong with this gun. I appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, click like, subscribe. It sure helps in case I ever do decide to try to monetize on them. Check out my website, FightNGear.com. I make a great holster. It's cheap, it's simple. I mean, it's long lasting. It's horsehide, spring steel clips, Kydex. It's a really, really good holster. I've got a phenomenal belt. Check it out as well. You'll never ever find a better belt. I don't care what the money price is. You just won't find a better belt. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll try to keep getting some videos up fairly regularly now.